So the RUPES project is about giving rewards to the farmers who practice good farming technique, right? Because as you know that good farming techniques needs time, and also it costs money for them. Sometimes they don't have any financial capital side to do so. However, if they practice this environmentally benign farming technique, then it somehow can produce what's so-called the environmental services, just like clean water, good biodiversity, right? You can see that various plants or even insects in their garden, it's richness of the biodiversity, flora and fauna, which can benefit the outside people. For example, the water company in terms of water. So if the water company get cleaner water, for sure it will reduce their production costs. At the same time, like the electricity power company, if their river flow clean water and less sediment, so it will reduce their production costs in producing electricity. Well, rather than these companies bear so much cost, so huge cost, so it's better that we encourage these farmers who are living in the upstream of the watershed to change their behavior in farming practices and to apply better environmental friendly farming techniques. And these companies in the downstream, they might contribute, they might invest some of their money in managing or maintaining the upstream area of the watershed. Well, at the pilot level, we work with the farmers. So here we act as the intermediary, it's like the negotiator, the facilitator. We approach, we talk with the farmers. We give some, well, it's not the insight, but we talk to them and then make their own realize what actually their farming techniques and how whether it can harm or benefits for the ecosystem services, right? That's the first step. And then the second step, we are also talking to the beneficiaries, to the person that benefits from those what's so-called the ecosystem service, the clean water, and make them recognize the good practices that farmers have to do if they still want to enjoy these environmental services benefits. We convince the farmers to change their practices towards better farming techniques, right? That but for this, we do not try to offer our own thinking, right? We talk to them, and then they are the one through their own knowledge, right? And their own awareness, knowing what is best for them and what is best for the environment, right? And then we also talk to the companies, for example, make them aware about the importance of those farmers maintain and practice a good farming system in order to provide the environmental services, right? And then after that, we also link them, facilitate them to talk to each other and come to an agreement about what will be the conservation practices and what will be the compensation or rewards or good incentive for those farmers in keeping or maintaining their environmental friendly farming practices. Well, we also realized that we are in at least 5 countries in Asia, practicing this type of scheme at the pilot level, but there are also any external influence to the success of the performance of the local level scheme. Right? For example, the policy at each country are different. For example, in China, it's more government-led program, while in the Philippines and Indonesia, it more towards like being encouraged the program by the local NGO or the local partners. So we can see that there are differences in the context of how the payment or reward for services works in different countries.